Good morning. This morning I'm on the way to get breakfast. I really don't want to go where I'm going, but I kind of have to do it because I'm kind of getting to the point where it's getting dangerous for me to lose any more weight. I don't get any more money through EBT for another 4 days, and I'm out of food. So I have to go to the shelter. But if you're newly homeless, I mean, you face so many problems, different obstacles. It's hard for me to tell you what to do. First off, you kind of need to analyze yourself, and you need to analyze your resources. You really need to take inventory of your health at the time. If you're in poor health or you're older, I mean, there's really no way around it. You're probably going to spend the rest of your life in the hospital system or the shelter system. Because once they're in them, they're hard to get out. So if you're older and not capable of working, that's probably a good thing to do. I chose to live outside the shelter system. And basically now I know how to survive out here. And it's made me really lean. And I think people can see in my eyes and my behavior that I'm not fooling around. If you go into one of these shelters and you have a lot of possessions you're wanting to hang on to, and you have valuable stuff with you, and you don't handle yourself correctly, you're in for a whole world of manipulation and a whole world of all kinds of different problems that you really can't foresee. So really, the key to being in a shelter is really knowing how to handle yourself. What does that mean? It's true. Don't use your name. Don't use your real name. Don't tell anybody anything about you. Don't give anybody any personal information about you. Don't get in anybody's business. Don't look at anybody for too long. Don't just try and steer clear, and at least until you find out who is there to game people, and there are good people in the shelter. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying to avoid and steer clear of everyone, because there are really good, nice, friendly, good, decent people in the shelter. But you kind of have to gauge who's there. Everybody's desperate. And I don't care who you are or what your moral system is. When it comes down to staying alive, people do stuff to stay alive. You have to do stuff to stay alive. People have a right to stay alive. So when people are desperate, their compass does shift a little bit. So you have people, maybe somebody needs underwear, they got an infection in their groin or something like that. Maybe somebody needs pants, they can't get pants, food, all kinds of stuff. So there's a lot of manipulation, so you kind of need to learn how to play your stuff. I carry all my belongings with me, but what I've kind of found out, and what I kind of know is what I actually have in my bag, nobody really wants. It's just clothing. But I have the ability to, and medical supplies. I have good medical supplies, but in the end, it's not really a value to what people are looking for, drugs, money. So I have no money.